A cloudy day at the Canadian Transportation Museum Heritage Village for the Fun on Wheels car show. Perhaps the last big car show of the season with rain in the forecast. In this video, we'll look at a lot of cars. Let's get started. One area car enthusiasts love is the swap meet. Here, there's a chance of finding a special part that you've been looking for. And of course, vendors love it as well. There's also a car corral if you're looking to buy a classic car or perhaps a project car to work on over the winter. Let's look at the car show. That's Angelo's 1969 Mustang, Marcel's Fastback 66 Dodge. There is a cool-looking Hemi. Car shows are not only about cars, but a chance for friends to get together and for visitors to see cars they may not have seen before. There's Jack's prize-winning custom Mercury and Glenn's great-looking 65 Ford pickup. Car folks will tell you there's nothing better than hanging out at car shows and cruise nights. There is Randy's pickup. He bought it because he loves the color orange. Jim was here with his 68 Mustang. It's got a 427 and 4-speed. Time to dodge away for a moment. What a super-looking Corvette. Now there's Greg's 64 T-Bird and Marv's 1934 Plymouth. Here's Gay's 34 Ford. They call this the milk truck. And Gay's 1970 Buick Grand Sport. Kent showed off his great-looking 5-window coupe hot rod. Now, how about a wander through the woods? There's a 58 Chevy Biscayne. And Mike's 64 Mercury Comet. What a cool-looking 51 Chevy hardtop with French headlights. That looks like a Bonnet 53 Pontiac. A little more walking through the woods looking at cars. The judges are looking closely at Ken's beautiful 1934 Plymouth. You know, Ken has always had an eye for cars, and this one is especially nice. Here's Bob and Friends with his 34 Rio, the last year for the Rio badge to appear on cars. Ed came along with his 87 Dodge. He's owned this since new. Dennis 37 Chevy. Jim's 67 Ford convertible. Rick keeps his 58 Chevy in great condition. He's a regular at our car shows and cruise nights. And there's Joe's 53 Ford. Always good to see Art here with his Mustang. And a whole bunch of folks out having fun. Joe came along with his 66 Continental convertible. Martin's 2010 Dodge Challenger. Ron's 35 Chevy pickup that took years to restore. And Pete came along with his 77 Pontiac. This is Jim's beautiful 34 5-window Dodge Coupe. Lots of folks out having a good day, even though rain may be on the way. Plenty of good vendors on hand where folks can grab a snack or a cool refreshment. There's Alan's 67 Ford convertible. Thanks for the lift, guys. You've got a great car and you're nice folks. Here comes Dave in his good-looking 1935 window coupe. Nice car, Dave. This is Garnett's 51 Ford Anglia. It was a basket case when he found it, and a lot of work went into this. The Anglia is built for racing, but it's also street legal. It's running a 355 engine. Heritage Village is a great location to show off these beautiful cars. There is Sam's 32 Ford that he's owned since he was 17. Well, Sam's about 80 now and still enjoying it. Here is a hot rod up for sale. If you're in the market, contact Bob. I'm told Wayne is the owner of this 1970 Olds. And there's Earl's 47 Studebaker just restored again. There is a 68 Camaro. And Catherine's 57 Chevy. What a great-looking 54 Studebaker with top-of-the-line Regal trim. Owner Bob says it's running a 289 with a 5-speed shifter. There is Ken's 31 Pontiac. Mike was here with his 68 Chevy too. Here's a quick look under the hood. Tony came along with his 1970 modified Acadian. This is Larry's 73 Mustang. Jim's 50 Ford. And Jim's 65 Chevy Sidestep. Rick is the owner of this 56 Chevy Nomad, and he did a total restoration of it. It's running a Ramjet 350 crate engine. Beautiful car. Here's Al's 78 Chevy. Ed's 53 Chevy Hardtop. And Marcel's 56 Ford. Looks like he's doing some work to the front end. That's Bob's 61 Studebaker Hawk. 3 speeds on the column and a 289, standard as they come. Gary's 49 Mercury pickup, a rare one. These were only made and sold in Canada from 1946 to 1968. Gary has altered this with a 350 Chevy engine. Jed and Chris own this 68 AMX. Just back from a smooth cruise all the way to Victoria is Bob's 1933 Chevy. Bob built this from practically nothing. Always side by side is Pete's Plymouth Volare. And that's John's Firebird. It's always a good cruiser. There is Mike's Trans Am. What a nice 56 Dodge hardtop. It belongs to Dave. There's Gary's 71 Plymouth. It's running a big block 440. Don't know who owns this pickup, but it sure looks good. Obviously a lot of work went into it. There is Doug's highly customized 1947 Ford. What a nice looking Mustang. Better put the top up, rain is on the way. Blake was here with his Gull Wing 31 Model A that his dad built. And there is a good shot of Dan's Plymouth. Here comes Don and his 67 Firebird. Dale came along with his 1973 MGB, a cool car. You know, Stan rebuilt everything on his 1965 Chevy Super Sport from the ground up. He's owned it since new. Even the stock 327 was rebuilt. This car features a stock 4-speed transmission. These are a bit rare. a 1955 Sunbeam Alpine owned by Zachary. From 53 to 55, only 1,582 were made. Now, more cars at Fun on Wheels. This is Terry's 69 AMX. Like many, this car is in great condition. It's running a 390 engine and a 4-speed transmission. Terry has owned this car since 1985. Now, here's a special car built by a true car guy. It's Craig's 29 Ford. Craig is a master rebuilder. With him, car ownership and restoration is a passion, and he does it so well. This is only one of many cars. Mark was here with his 68 Roadrunner. This car's in great shape. You know, we're getting a few drops of rain now, and Mark is drying his car off. Let's look at a few more cars. Here is Martin's 59 Chevy. It's as stock as they come. What a nice car. This is John's 72 Corvette. And this is Richard's 65 Ford Sports Coupe. This is a very special car. Not many of these were made, and they were only made for 1 year. Here's Pat's beautiful 62 Corvette. This car sat for the longest time before restoration began. Here's Pat.
I've owned it 50 years now. Took it apart and rebuilt it. Complete motor redone, frame redone, brand new kingpins, new paint job, everything.
Restoration took a long time.
Oh, it took over 30 years to do it. Off and on.
What about the drivetrain?
The drivetrain's a 327. This particular engine was a 340 horse high performance. They had a 360 also, which was fuel injected. And this one moves along quite a bit. Quite good. 4-speed, 355 rear end, and the powertrain's been good. I rebuilt the motor, and everything else is up to snuff.
Now, here's Bob's 72 Chevelle Malibu. Chris is the owner of this 1960 Corvette, also in great condition. Greg came along with his 66 Plymouth Belvedere. That's Jamie's 79 Z28. It's running a small block 355. He's owned it for 2 years. Richard's 68 Firebird. There goes Blake in his Mustang. It's not often that you see a 69 Olds Custom Cruiser. What a nice looking 74 Chevy. Roger and Pat were here with their 37 Chevy. Rob is the owner of this rough-looking 1970 C10 pickup. But what's under the hood may surprise you. It's a supercharged 350. Ralph was here with his 65 Chrysler 300. He bought this for his wife, but he drives it. What a nice car. Here comes Mark in his beautiful Mustang Fastback. And here's Carl passing by. This is John's 75 Bricklin. These cars were made in New Brunswick in 1974 and 75 before going out of business. Keith has kept this 51 Mercury pickup in great shape. Made in Canada only. Like many cars, there's a story. And here's one about George's valuable 63 split-window Corvette. The car was smashed up on the passenger side door and fender when George bought it, and it sat in his garage untouched for 41 years. Now, everything about this car is now totally original. 63 was the first in the Stingray series. George was here with his 78 International Scout. Larry's 1956 Chevy. Well, as usual, I didn't get all the cars in, but that's a look at the September 2022 Fun on Wheels show at CTMHV. Our thanks to Donna for organizing this event and to the volunteers, and thanks to all who came out despite the rain. Thank you for viewing, and as always, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.